we knew that even if we done something wrong and we wasn't at home, by the time we got home,
that's somebody new.
and if we got a whooping up there, we was gonna get another when we get back there.
No, you wasn't gonna get no whooping when you got home. You got a whooping up there. When you got home, you got a beat. Because that other person had to whoop you to straighten you out. So when you got home, you got a beat.
In the late 1800s, just 10 miles northwest of Little Rock, Arkansas, a Polish political refugee by the name of Timothy von Choński, who was concerned with the treatment of his fellow Polish immigrants in the slums in New York and Chicago, would decide to purchase 22,000 acres of land in order to settle the town of Marche, which was French for marketplace. This would be known as one of the most successful immigration attempts in the history of the United States of America. Just a few decades later, World War II would happen. The United States government decided to implement 6 new ordnance plants around the country, one of which, at the time, would be near what was Camp Pike. This would cause an expansion, renaming Camp Pike to Camp Robinson. The expansion, however, required that 40 Polish families from Marche, in the midst of their settlement and their booming community, would have to move, take government jobs, and the expansion of what is now Camp Robinson began to shrink the small community of Marche. The remaining Polish families after the expansion of Camp Robinson and the events of World War II continued to help the community of Marche thrive. Enough so that a new community had moved in to join them to continue its growth. A community that is still there today. And with the expansion of Interstate 40 taking out parts of Marche and the expansion of the city of Maumelle continuing to make Marche shrink, these community members wanted to make sure that the memories of Marche will live on even if the names on signs change. And what better place to talk to people about what's going on in their community than the local barber shop?
Never take your family for granted.
Okay.
Because when you don't have anybody else, you're gonna always have your family. And even though I don't live in Marche anymore, for me, this is my beginning, and this is where I came from. And this is a place I know that if I wanted to, I can always come back to, because I still have family here, you know. And even if I didn't, I would feel comfortable enough to say, well, that's my home, and I can go live whenever I can't go nowhere else.
Back in our day, you know, we had the old ball field down there.
All right, what was the name of it?
It was just Marche's ball field.
Okay.
Yeah, the name of the team was the Cardinals.
Okay.
Just think back in them days, see, we was like pro ball players. You know, on Sunday, that's what everybody did. That was kind of like the Yankee Stadium of Arkansas. You know, if I could bring anything back, something that would be one of the things to bring back.
Yeah.
And I'd say that because kids don't get outside and do nothing now.
Yeah.
So that'd be one thing that would be worth bringing back.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the people that I grew up are still here. We visited as neighbors. A lot of the kids, we played together as kids. We went to church together. We did everything together. You know, where I live, we played sports. The guys played sports year round. We had the basketball court in my backyard. We loved to play basketball. The Fishers and the Terrys had a baseball field on their property. We played baseball and football there as kids. We followed the sports seasonal. We enjoyed it. We loved it. You know, it was home, and we enjoyed each other.
So this begged the question, where did it all go?
Well, me and Mr. Jones came from the lower part of Marche.
Okay.
Which was where the freeway come across through there. So we came from that area there. So we stayed down there and we had to move up to the upper part of Marche.
Okay.
So we were from the lower part.
Okay.
Other than that, everything is cool.
Well, they described the freeway a little bit. Then you say when the freeway came across there, how was it before the freeway came across?
That's where we stayed at. When the freeway came through, that's the reason why he had to move out and I had to move out.
So it was homes?
Yeah, with homes in there. They said it was what? Progress.
Okay.
So we couldn't stop progress. So as you come across the freeway coming this way, you get about 50 feet, you running right through the center of my house. Where I used to stay at.
Okay.
When the freeway went right through the center of our house.
Okay.
Went through the center of their house back there on the other side of the freeway. So that's the reason why I said we came from the lower part of Marche and moved up.
Well, at the time, I was young, and it was all that I knew.
Okay.
I had some experiences along the way en route on many occasions that I didn't understand because I was young. We passed Oak Grove, we passed Amboy School, and when it rained or the weather was bad, we even had to go around Jones High School. That was even closer than Harris. So it was some options available that being young, I wasn't aware of.
Okay.
But it did produce some life experiences along the way.
Okay.
Like a lot of times we had to go up through Park Hill and we had rocks thrown at us and everything else with the bus. And just things, but it was almost the norm. You know what I'm saying? That was the time when this wasn't nothing but Marche. And now Marmel has almost rooted out even the name Marche. You know what I'm saying?
They
It was Marche from Plum Tree Bridge
All the way
down.
all the way back down to Crystal Hill, I guess you say.
Yeah.
But then when Marmel came through, they put up a sign on the side of the highway that said Marmel exit 142. Ain't no more Marche. But for us, you know,
It used to be a Marche exit, then they changed it to Marmel exit.
And stop and think,
Yeah.
and stop and think, you know, what, as an individual, if you meet someone from Little Rock or other city that's around here,
wait a minute.
that's where I'm going. If they ask you, where are you from? Skeet, what do you tell them? Jane, what do you tell people?
Marche.
Although the names on signs may have changed, the community of Marche has left a lasting impression on those who call it home.
Describe Marche in one word.
Marche in one word, awesome.
Oh, one word. We just put awesome.
Like everybody else said, awesome.
Oh, you gonna keep it awesome?
And Marche is the best place that a person can live that don't know about living.